Hello and welcome to another edition of the Red Phoenix Gaming Podcast, podcast number 008. I am Derek. With me, as always, is
Michelle.
and we are here to talk about video game stuff and things that happened over the past week. Let's get it going.
Get it.
So,
Lego.
Lego. So, the most recent, actually, scratch that. Let's go ahead and talk about growing up. Did you have any games that you were constantly playing that you were just like, every day, I need to play this right now?
When I was a kid or as an adult?
Either one.
When I was a kid, I played Mario and what's that Fox game that they had for like GameCube? I can't think of the name of it.
Star Fox?
Thank you. That one every single day, and now it's like Call of Duty.
Well, for me, when I was growing up, I was totally into the Tony Hawk Pro Skater,
Shocking.
like 2 and 3, and I got to the point where I was like super good, and people were like, "Oh, you're not that good," and then I'd play them, and they'd be like, "All right, I guess you're kind of good." But they actually announced that in 2015, a Tony Hawk game is coming to console.
No way. That's amazing.
Like totally, dude, or something. Yeah, I'm ready to shred. Is that what they call it?
I don't know. I don't. You know, my first time on a skateboard, I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I decided to go on the sidewalk on my friend's brother's skateboard on my stomach, and it was a bad time, and I broke part of my front tooth.
Oh my gosh, that's awful.
Half my tooth is fake.
That's crazy.
It was terrible.
The first time I was on a skateboard, I almost broke my arm. So I actually being on a skateboard is no dice for me. But the game itself, I was pretty good at, and it's something I'm looking forward to. Strangely, I know it's like weird because it's Tony Hawk, but yeah,
Nice. Isn't he like 150 years old?
yeah, and he's still doing like 900s in his sleep or something. So it's pretty cool.
Good for you, Tony Hawk.
That's right. Hey, you know what we haven't talked about in a while?
What?
Ebola.
I hate Ebola.
I wish that somebody would go ahead and raise money for Ebola. Like how Facebook is like, hey, Derek, you can help save the world for just $2.
What the hell?
Go on.
Did you get that too? Like on Facebook where they're like, we want to raise money for Ebola?
Yeah, I'm
Like
pretty sure
random.
everybody got that. Absolutely random.
Go home, Facebook.
Go on,
I'm so
Facebook.
sick of you. Let me get who created Facebook? I can't think today. I have a bit of a head cold, so I'm all
Oh,
right.
stop.
I'm just ridiculous.
Marcus Zuckerberg.
I just want him in a room for 5 minutes so I
Wow.
could just pound him in the face
Oh,
just for
I
being
thought-
such a weenie.
I thought that was going elsewhere.
Not
I'm glad-
at all.
I'm glad
Not
it
even a
took you there.
little. Such a turd waffle.
Well, somebody else is also raising money for it, and surprising for all the crap we give Activision for being such a money whore, but World of Warcraft is actually raising money for a pet.
Oh.
In World of Warcraft, where every dollar you spend on getting some sort of expansion pet moves to funding for Ebola research and relief efforts and everything else.
That's pretty neat. So, like, you buy a little pet in the
Yep.
game, and it's 100% of the proceeds?
100% of the proceeds all go to American Red Cross to help the relief effort of Ebola.
That's really nice.
It's pretty cool.
Way to go, Blizzard.
I'm pretty happy to hear that somebody's actually throwing their greed aside for once and sending some money towards people who might actually need it.
Totally. Love it.
Let's talk about something that's near and dear to your heart.
All right.
Black Glove.
Oh, I'm really sad about this. They
What
didn't.
what happened for
What happened was, so the BioShock developers decided after, everything, they were going to create this game called Black Glove, and they started this Kickstarter, and they were 300,000 short of meeting their goal. And all the money that they did collect is going to be returned, and I'm really sad. But
Yeah.
they haven't given up, which is good.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm actually surprised that somebody just didn't say, all right, because they're all previous game devs.
Yeah,
So
Ken Levine. What are you doing, Ken Levine? I'm sure he's got 300 grand sitting around.
well, I'm surprised somebody like him doesn't say like, hey, I'll shell in the extra, I'll shell in 100 grand if we can get other backers or something. Like just throwing it out there and saying like, if we get people to jump on board, I'll pay the difference or something. But
Yeah.
like, I guess you can't fund it yourself. It's $500,000 that they wanted,
Yeah.
550,000. So it's understandable that somebody didn't just like, I'll just do it. But like at the
Here you
same time,
go.
how?
I would have done it.
Yeah, I don't know. I really they didn't even come close to their goal. So I don't think they were overshooting it. I just think that there wasn't enough traction.
Yeah, they were approached by some publishers, so I think they're gonna entertain that and see what they have to say. Who came forward and said that they, wanted to talk with them about helping them. So maybe something will come of that, and it'll be great.
Right, right. Well, onto a game that's not dying, according to these sketchy statistics. Call of Duty.
Ah, Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, so did you see that there's actually not a sales decline from Call of Duty Ghosts to Call of Duty Advanced Warfare?
Right.
Sort of.
Like it's sticky.
Yeah, so like because they released it early and because they released it on every console instead of just half of the consoles, because obviously Ghost came out for the 360 and the PlayStation and PC before Xbox One and PS4.
Right.
But other than those things,
I
Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is actually like better than Ghost. It's not declining.
Right, yeah, but at the same time I think about it, how many copies of Call of Duty Ghost did you buy?
I bought two.
I bought two.
Well, technically I bought three,
Right.
but I traded one in for
But
the
they
next
don't
guy.
count that. They count that you collected three, and I
So yeah, I
bought
bought three.
two. I don't buy two of any game. You do because of, you play and your wife plays.
Not anymore.
But like from my standpoint, I bought it from the 360 and then it came out for Xbox One, and as soon as I got the Xbox One, I got that game too. I didn't turn that in. Are they counting those? The people who did take it and trade it in for the $10? Is that counting
No,
towards
that's all
Ghost
in
sales?
resale.
Well,
It's they'll count it. So I actually bought three copies of it, and you bought two copies of it. So even
right.
if you traded it in, they'll count it per each copy you buy,
Yeah.
which
So that could
is
inflate that still, but in my opinion, if you haven't played Advanced Warfare, you absolutely should. It's probably the most beautiful game I've ever played.
it's so much nicer than Ghost, and they really use the just like the hardware and just got full utilization out of the consoles, I think. I
100%. I love it. It's beautiful to look at, and even the characters. It's just Kevin Spacey frightens me.
well, and I'm sure it looks so much better on PC because PC Master Race,
Yeah.
but it looks phenomenal on the console. So if you haven't played it, like Michelle said, go out, get it, do it now. Much go.
Yeah.
Such
Or even if you don't want to go spend the money, they have like GameFly. They should sponsor us. They don't sponsor us. I used to have that, but you could get GameFly where you can rent it and send it back. Sponsor us. That would give you a chance to play it. Or you can get online and go on Twitch and you can watch that. Do you know how many unique users have streamed Call of
I,
Duty Advanced Warfare?
I don't, but I'm sure it's record setting.
Users, 75,000 users.
Holy cow.
And
Mind blown.
and there has been for Advanced Warfare 26 million views.
Holy cannoli.
And that is 327 million minutes watched of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
So you're basically saying we should just go on Twitch and do some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare streaming?
We could, but we would
Hit
be
it up?
probably like, lost in the mix of the
Yeah.
27 million users.
Change it up.
Yeah. And you can't show boobs anymore because now, what do you call it, owns them.
That ruins 90% of my
I
users
know.
then, because that's all I
Like,
did, show my
I
cleavage.
know. We're like in trouble. Like, what are we going to do now? Because you can't strip for them.
That's right.
Sad.
Well, on a less cleavage topic, maybe, what game in the entire world, we won't say game, what game series or like what publisher? I don't know how you want to say this. What is your top game ever? top franchise. We'll say franchise. Your top franchise. So have it, whether it's
Gears
Halo
of
or
War.
Medal of Honor
Gears
or
of War.
Angry Birds
Oh,
or
stop.
Borderlands.
Peggle.
But you like Gears. That's your top game.
Yeah, Marcus Phoenix is my boyfriend.
So if you were to guess, how far down the list out of the top 100 franchises do you think Gears of War would be?
35.
Wow, you cheated because it was 34.
Oh, really?
The top game though,
What?
Call of Duty.
Really?
Yeah,
I
for all the
wouldn't
people
wait for franchise games. I
for
would
the
never
top, yep,
I wouldn't
top
have
50
expected
franchise
that.
game.
Do you know what I would have put at the top?
Super Mario
What I would have
Brothers.
expected. No, not even them. I would have put like WoW because they've made more than one of those. And then Final Fantasy, don't they have 452 of those games? Those are super popular. You've played all of them 11 times a piece.
Final Fantasy was in the top 15. They were number 13.
Oh.
World of Warcraft was 23. Call of Duty was 1. Super Mario Brothers was 2. Minecraft was
How
3.
many Minecrafts are there? That's upsetting.
There's one Minecraft, but it's everywhere.
That's true.
And then Grand Theft Auto, Halo, Legend of Zelda, FIFA, Assassin's Creed, Battlefield, Elder Scrolls. So those are the top 10. And I'm not super surprised by Call of Duty, although it was an independent study with voters and stuff. I don't know how legitimate it is.
Yeah.
Mildly skeptical, but still Call of Duty at the top for all the people who hate them right now.
Did they
It,
take a bunch of elementary school boys
they
and say
must have.
vote on your favorite?
Every 10-year-old in the world just voted for Call of Duty, and
Yep.
then they're like, what is Super Mario Brothers?
Who put out these stats?
So that's actually the interesting part that I probably should have mentioned to begin with. The Guinness Book of World Records of 2015 Gamer Edition.
Oh, I didn't even know
Actually,
they had one of those.
neither did I.
Guinness, can we have that? We should email them and be like, can we has?
Sponsor us.
Thanks.
So, so they polled 5,000 gamers from 140 different countries around the world, and that's what they said the top game was, Call of Duty.
Cool.
So, I guess, whatever. It's still a poll. There's no actual way to say Call of Duty is definitively the best,
Right.
and I don't agree with it
It's just
because,
these people said so.
right. Because I don't think Call of Duty's been relevant for half of the games they put out.
Oh my
So,
God, yeah, absolutely.
moving on to something else that may or may not affect every single person in the world. Did you see this story about Obama backing net neutrality?
I did. Actually, my sister sent me a petition for it, and to be honest, I'm not really understanding what the whole situation is. I know they were talking about how they want internet service providers to not block or throttle, but I mean, to be honest, I really don't understand what they're talking about.
So,
Explain.
so a quick backstory to net neutrality. Basically, what it is they want to take your internet pipeline and just say it's wide open. You can go to whatever you want, whenever you want, etc. Now, for instance, if you have Verizon and you are a Netflix user and Verizon and Netflix aren't seeing eye to eye, Verizon can actually say, if you want to see this Netflix traffic, you're going to have to pay more for it because we're going to cut it down. Or they're going to say, you know what, no matter what you pay, you can't get this Netflix traffic for more than, half of what you're getting it now or something. So it's just cutting off, it's like stopping certain sections of the internet, and it's basically saying you can only watch this or this when we tell you to.
I didn't know they did that to people.
That's what they're trying to get changed. That's what net neutrality is. It's basically saying
Oh.
if we have an issue with what you're with the person who's providing your service. So if Time Warner Cable hates Hulu and they're like, no, you can't go to Hulu, they can actually limit my traffic going to Hulu because I use Time Warner Cable. And they would say sorry, tough for you. But if I go to Netflix, it could be oh yeah, we're good friends with Netflix. We have a deal with Netflix, so we let it go straight through. That's more or less what net neutrality is.
Yeah.
So it's cool. that
Thanks, Obama.
thanks Obama.
Jeez.
It's cool that there's actually somebody with that much clout that's saying like, yeah, we should have net neutrality because people, this isn't communist X country. People can watch whatever they want.
Maybe he loves some Netflix and he's got a
He's,
provider that is
he's
like
getting
he's
throttled.
he's trying to watch like Dave. Have you ever seen that movie? He's watching like
No,
all the movies about the United States president and he's being
perfect.
throttled. Dave's a good
Yes,
movie. It's
I'll
got
have to
Kevin
check it
Kline
out.
in it. It's good.
Kevin Kline, is he somebody from the 1980s? No?
No,
You're being salty? I
don't
was
start.
legitimately asking. I don't know who
No,
he
he's
is.
not. I'm trying to think of another movie that he was in.
Kevin Kline.
I can't think of another movie that he's in. I know exactly what it looks like. I can picture him in my.
He was most recently in Last Vegas.
I didn't see that.
That was a good movie.
I didn't.
He was also in The Wild Wild West with Will Smith.
I didn't see that either.
Bruh. Fine. Moving on.
All right.
Uh, Microsoft filed for a Battletoads trademark. Please tell me you saw
I
this.
did. That's our super old game, right?
It's super old. I actually
Before you
played.
were born.
Well, now I'm salty. I actually played Double Dragons versus Battletoads, I think it was called, on the Sega Genesis. Probably one of my favorite games growing up. But I'm pretty stoked that we might have a Battletoads reboot. Imagine
Amazing.
Battletoads on next gen. That'd be crazy.
That'd be super fun.
Oh, I can't wait. Let's see. Let's talk about some Nintendo. What do you think?
I got some Nintendo.
Do you have some? Well, let's hear it. What
Yeah.
do you got?
So they have this new game coming out, and it's going to be kind of like Skylanders and Disney Infinity, and it's
Yeah.
called like Amiibo, I
Right.
believe, if I'm even pronouncing that
Yep.
properly. And
Yep.
they've teamed up with Loot Crate, and what they're going to do is they're going to send you 10 random figures,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and they're going to send them over 3 separate boxes, and they'll include Mario, Pikachu, Donkey Kong, Fox, and Yoshi in these special shipments throughout the holiday season. And I love this because, and they also hinted that you'll get some extra special thingies in
Right.
there. But I love this. Could you imagine if you wanted to buy this game for someone for Christmas and you set them up with a loot crate on top of it and you let them open up the loot crates and bam, there's their starter set. I think it's great. I mean, my kid plays Disney Infinity and I don't have a Nintendo, but I love this.
Well, and the cool thing about Amiibos is basically it lets you save your like the way you play as that character for games like Super Smash Brothers, which I mean is big for people who actually play that game. But like it's supposed to work with other games as well, depending on if they're Amiibo, you know,
Friendly.
yeah, there you go, Amiibo friendly. But like having Mario playing as him in Super Smash Brothers, and then you're like, all right, I'm gonna save this, and I'm gonna bring it over to my friend's house because I have him set up the way I want him to be set up. I have him with the extra power, fireball, and whatever else. So you basically bring it over, and it's like almost like a memory stick, like a flash drive, where you just like set it down into the pad, it reads it, and it's like, oh, these are your settings for this character. Boom, they're already on there. You don't have to worry about changing stuff. You don't have to worry about anything. If you unlock certain things, you already have them. Like, boom, good to go. So I think it's really, really cool.
I love
And it's
it.
it's interesting that they joined up with Loot Crate and they're like, oh, we're just going to send you a hodgepodge. Like, you can't choose. But, like, if you don't have any to begin with,
Who
this might be a
cares?
good place to start.
Exactly.
Like you said, it's a great starter pack.
Yeah, I love it. Put it under the Christmas tree. I love it.
The next thing I wanted to bring up is next gen gaming is so obsessed with P. I can't even take it.
They don't put out a game without talking about any of that. Frames per second and shut up. Make a good friggin' game and then nobody will care. Sorry, that's it. I'm sorry.
Get off your soapbox, Michelle. Jeez.
So
Let me get
annoyed
on
with
it.
it.
Get off your soapbox so I can get on mine. I no, I'm right there. I'm right there with you. I get the frames per second thing because you can actually tell between 30 and 60 frames per second.
I
But
know.
720p compared to 900p compared to 1080p, you know what? If you can tell, good for you. You know when I can tell? I can tell it's still frames. That's it. When I'm
Yeah.
playing the game, I really cannot tell. There's not a huge difference, and it's really not going to change the way the game plays unless it makes it lag because there's too much P in it.
Yeah.
Don't pee on your Xbox or PlayStation.
Speaking of
No.
which, did you know that Halo 5 Guardian beta is going to be in 720p?
Y- Yeah, and people are in an uproar about this.
Shut
They're like,
up, people. All of you
how
shut
can
up. First of all, let's just start with the word beta. Do you know what that means?
how can you not have that much P in your beta? You
Serious.
need way more P.
Listen, a beta is just let's throw this out and see how people like it and see how we feel about it and see how this shit runs. And then after that, then they can get you the finished product. And if they want to stick more P in there and make it 1080 or whatever the hell they want to make it, let them do it. But shut up. Oh, I'm so annoyed.
Yeah, they fired back immediately with that's not the final resolution for the game.
Of
You can
course
imagine what
not.
we
It's a
go through.
beta.
Yeah, like this is coming out months before the game actually comes out. I think it's almost a year, right? The game comes out next holiday.
Yeah,
So,
so December 29th is when the beta launches, and it's going to be through the mid-January of
right,
2015.
right. So
And
like
you can get it if you get the Master Chief Collection. And all of those people are going to cry about it because it's not enough. Shut
you don't
up.
have enough P.
I'm so annoyed.
We need more P.
Somebody should call Lizard Squad.
They'll take them down.
Take
I
them
guarantee you.
down.
No, what they'll do is they won't get in, so then they'll have to call Lizard Squad to take them down.
I kind of, because of all this stuff about all the Halo, I kind of want to try the beta almost.
Yeah, well, from people who've actually played like earlier versions of the beta or the alpha, like they've said it looks great. It is above and beyond previous games. And like I didn't even get Halo 4, which is why I was thinking about getting the Master Chief Edition just so I can like play Halo 4 for next gen, but along with having the rest of the games.
Yeah.
But I just I haven't been into Call of Duty. Jesus Christ. Haven't been into Halo in such a long time that I feel like getting back into it is almost a chore, and maybe I will, but whether or not I get back into it, I don't care about the P.
I haven't been in Halo at all.
What?
No.
Blasphemy!
No. I think I played Reach.
Uh,
Yeah, I think I played that. Because I
I
got a
wasn't
free
really.
copy of it.
Yeah, I wasn't really whatever about Reach. I liked Halo 3. I didn't really play any of the earlier ones because I got my Xbox, got Halo 3 with it, and I played the crap out of it before I was, before I was on Xbox Live and everything, and then I got on Xbox Live, and then I realized how easy it was to murder 12-year-olds on the game, and I was just like, wow, is this how all games are? And then I played Call of Duty, and I got my butt handed to me, just because it was a different game, and I was trying to play it the same way.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe someday I'll go back to Halo, but not today.
No. Did you get your copy of Game Informer?
I did get my copy of Game Informer, however, I haven't looked at it yet.
What was on the cover?
I didn't look at it. I just said that.
How do you know you got it if you didn't look at the cover?
I got an email.
Oh, do you have a digital?
I get it
Oh,
digitally,
you're
yeah.
so stupid. On the cover is Just Cause 3. Did you know that?
I didn't.
It is.
Are you a Just Cause fan?
I'm not, but I saw it on the cover because I looked at the cover.
Are you? I'm not. Well, that ruins my segue, so why don't we move on? Um, well, I played a little bit of Just Cause 2 and was kind of a fan of it. I like that it's like kind of open world and like do whatever the heck you want kind of thing. So some people, if they don't like games like GTA or Saints Row or the type of stuff where you can just do whatever you want, it might not be for them. But Just Cause 3 got announced and I'm pretty stoked and I'm ready for all of the games to be in my possession.
No,
So
because we're having trouble getting through the games that we have right now.
doesn't matter. I'll take days off of work if I have to.
You already
I don't really care.
did. Did you finish any of them?
That's right. No.
Come on.
Actually, I actually played a couple games of Madden. So
Why were
that
you
was
forbidden to play Assassin's Creed on vacation?
I was actually
That's
a
right.
friend of mine said, "Nine, you can no play Assassin's Creed," so I didn't play.
That's right. How are you liking
That's
Assassin's Creed Unity?
um, it's bananas. I still think they have a few glitches to work out, or well,
There's
glitches. Oh my
glitches.
God,
There's some glitches. There's no
glitches galore.
faces and just eyeballs hanging around.
I did see that, and I guess they're working furiously to take care of these glitches.
Thank you,
Um,
Ubisoft. We appreciate that.
we do, we really do. But the thing that I've noticed,
The hair. Tell me it's the hair. The hair bothers me.
it's not graphically for me, although the hair, when you pay attention to it, when it gets pointed out to you, you look at it and you're like, "No, this isn't next gen. Stop."
It's got that crazy ponytail and it just kind of like
It just like
slides
sits there.
around. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, bro, that's not how that looks. No, but the thing that bothers me is when I try to climb up a wall and I'm pointing forward and he decides to move directly to his left for
That's
some
happened
reason.
in every single Assassin's Creed game. They've never got a handle on like go the friggin' way I want you to go, and it just doesn't happen. They go in a different direction. Not necessarily the opposite. It's just not the way you want them to go. And then you get mad and you yell at the character, and then you kind of feel bad and you have to have a dialogue and talk about it and make up. But
Talk it out with him. You're like, oh no, listen, it wasn't you. It was actually the designer, but it's not you. It's
it's not
okay.
you, and it's not me either. You have to be clear about that.
Sure,
That
absolutely not me.
And you know what, another thing that's so frustrating? We've played every Assassin's Creed game, and we are pretty good assassins, in my opinion. So when I start out as a noob and I want to go play, missions, co-op missions, and I can't get through a level 3 mission, even though I'm a new assassin, but in my life I can murder anything playing this game. It makes me sad. I wish I could like take one of my older levels and like bring it into that game and be like, "Oh my God, she's so good at this. No
File
leveling up
trans
required." Yeah.
file transfer Ezio back into this game. Just feel like
Oh, I'll take Ezio any day. He's my
feel like
fave.
feel like I got this.
All day. All day.
Oh goodness. Well, I like it. I don't know if I can handle some of the things with it, but I'll end up playing through it. Like you said, we've played through every single one of them, and uh, I will. Chances are I will play through it and try to 100% it because I always try to, but we'll see what happens.
Yes. What else you
What
got for me?
now? Let's talk about sales real quick.
Oh
So
my God. Please
it's
tell me about the PlayStation 4 Xbox sales.
it's breaking news when Xbox and PlayStation have sales that aren't normal. So the PlayStation didn't outsell the Xbox for the last 2 weeks.
No way, Jose.
2 weeks. No, they didn't. Xbox One outsold the PS4 for 2 weeks, and the Microsoft console is actually approaching 10 million units.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, PS4 is at 13.5.
Well, they did
So
have a sale.
there's that.
They have been giving out bundles. They were also
Bundles
like,
and
no,
discounts.
no Connect. It's not necessary. Let's skip it and
Right.
make it cheaper.
Yeah, they basically made it so that you can get your Xbox for dirt cheap. So, like I told you, you can literally buy a brand new one for $250 if you have another Xbox to trade in.
Yeah.
So, like $250 for a next gen console is basically nothing. They've cut the price completely in half because I bought my day one edition for $500.
Me too.
So,
Stab.
you're paying half of what I paid a year ago.
And if you're looking for a white Xbox, you might be out of luck.
Yeah, they sold out of almost all of the white Xboxes, and they aren't going to make any more.
Yeah. That's
Do you agree with this? I mean, if
it's
it's that much of a hot commodity, do you really think that they have the room to just be like, eh?
I look at it this way. First of all, if they had talked or if I had paid attention or if I had heard that there was a white Xbox coming out, I probably would have held off on the day one edition and waited for the white Xbox instead of the black. Because
Right.
white Xboxes were only meant for Microsoft employees back in the day. So I would have probably waited. And what did it come out with? Was it the Sunset Overdrive
Yeah.
bundle? Okay.
Yep.
So I would have probably Probably not, but I might have actually considered getting that, and holding off and waiting because I would prefer a white Xbox over a black Xbox.
Right, right.
And plus, I'm still mad at Xbox because I still feel like my console is not working up to where it should be with chat and gaming with friends, and I still feel like that needs some work still.
Yeah, it does. It definitely does. And like you said, it's been here a year, or maybe I said it. I don't know, but they have some issues to iron out. I don't know from a sales point of view if they have the opportunity to be like, yeah, we're not making any more of those, even though they flew off the shelves.
Yeah.
Like PS4 is still outselling them. I know that they sold 10 million units. If you're looking just to beat out your competitor, you're still 3.5 million units behind. And this holiday season may help you catch up a little bit, but you ain't going to make up 300 or 3 million units.
Right.
There's no
But if
scale.
they're treating it like it's a specialty Xbox, which being just a white Xbox, I don't think they should do that. But for example, I have a Gears of War
Right.
Xbox
Like a collector's
360.
edition.
Yeah, that's one thing, but I don't feel like this is it. So maybe they should put it into production. Maybe they will be able to beat PlayStation. You know what I mean? If they keep doing that, maybe I would trade in my black Xbox for a white one. I don't know, but I would like a white Xbox.
I hear you. I told you that I would seriously think about getting, well, if I got a second Xbox, I would seriously think about getting the uh, the white version of it, only so I had both of them.
Yeah,
Um,
if you could find
but
it.
right, but I don't think it's going to happen. So,
No.
well, the only other thing I have is some Borderlands news. So, do you have anything else before we move on?
No.
Okay. Well, we got two things of Borderlands. Excuse me. Two things of Borderlands that came out this week. One being the awesome Jack Doppelganger pack.
Oh
So you
yeah,
can...
we haven't finished that game.
No, we haven't. We've run into other games that we haven't finished. Um, but they basically have so you can play as other Jack, his doppelganger, and basically run around with two Digijacks to shoot things with you.
Yeah.
Um, I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty stoked for it. I'm ready to go back to play Borderlands, but we have other things to play, such as Assassin's Creed, which you should be seeing in this video. And the other thing that I want to touch on is our Telltale's friends from Borderlands.
Yay!
We got our first trailer,
I
so we only have
watched
like
it.
40 more to go.
I loved it. I'm excited. Like I really do like Telltale games, and I think this is going to be super fun. Like as soon as I was listening to him, like, dude, that's Joe from Family Guy. And
Yes.
he plays Vasquez in it. And then they have Chris Hardwick
Yep,
from
Chris Hardwick.
Talking Dead, who I want to be my friend in real life. He's in
Shout
it
out, Chris.
too. Yeah, and then they have Handsome Jack and some guy from BioShock and Assassin's Creed. So I think it's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, Nolan North is the guy from Assassin's Creed. He's in everything. He's like in Uncharted. He's just bananas. If you ever want to look up the amount of things that he's in, it's
Is
just
he
crazy.
Nathan Drake in Uncharted? Is
Yes.
he related to the guy on the front of the Game Informer magazine for that new game coming out? Because they
I
kind
have
of
no
look alike.
idea what you're talking about.
I think they
Does he
kind
look like Nathan Drake?
I think they kind of look similar.
Nolan North is
Here's
like,
what I found on the web for his he.
Do you hear that? Do you see Siri thinks I was talking to her?
she's wrong. She's absolutely wrong.
She's so rude to interrupt me.
Absolutely.
Shame on you.
We'll punch her in the mouth.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, if you look through his IMDb, it is just ridiculous with the amount of things that he has on there. Anywhere from like 24 the video game,
How
Lord of
funny.
the Rings the video game, up to like Metal Gear Solid. Uh, he's in the Justice League video, like cartoon. He's in How to Train Your Dragon. Oh my God, he's just in everything. So an awesome voice actor, and I think Telltale really picked a good choice for August.
I love it.
Mayday.
I'm going to get it.
I am too. Oh my God, we've spent so much money on Borderlands, but why not? Let's go.
I know, we love to be poor.
Other than that, I don't think I have a whole lot of anything else.
Me either.
All right, well, that should do it for us then. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe, check out our stuff and things. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus.
Share this with your friends
Share this with your
because that
friends.
would be really great. And
And
thank
we'll
you to Drew for commenting on our last one. We appreciate that.
That's right. Woo woo with a video.
We got one comment. Thank
It's a
you.
milestone. One down, a million to go. Hoorah. All right. So, yeah. Hashtag bye.
Hashtag bye.